How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Arsenal transfer news. Now, basically we talk about transfers here, we talk about Arsenal in general on this channel, we talk about football in general on this channel, because obviously with Euros coming up there will be some Euro content, maybe some other leagues, but today all is about Arsenal and all that good stuff. And again, lots of rumors surrounding Arsenal, surrounding the players they've been linked with, and more importantly, certain player that might come, might not come is a very weird, but definitely there also have been some confirmed transfers that might be going out. We spoke about few in yesterday's videos, today we're gonna talk about someone as well. But yeah, if you're excited, if you're ready to get into this, of course, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and let's do this. And we're kicking things off with Thomas Partey, who, according to Fabrizio Romano, has said that Thomas Partey will leave. Jorginho has extended his contract. Obviously, y'all know that Jorginho got offered a new contract, and Thomas Partey's future was up in the air. There was like 90% chance he will leave because it nearly happened last summer, but it didn't. Now this summer it might look like it definitely will be a thing. And as Romano said, there are several players they have on the list as potential replacements, which is very interesting. And as he continues, for example, a player that always appreciate is Douglas Luiz, but apparently Villa want about 100 million for him, so that will be a weird one. I'm very interesting to see how Arsenal go around that in this situation. But these news about Thomas Partey, in a way, were long overdue. We all knew that he's gonna leave sooner rather than later, whether it's gonna happen in last summer, whether it's gonna happen in winter, or it's gonna happen this summer. It has happened and has come a bit later than everyone expected, but it will happen. Now, where he's gonna go, nobody knows, but according to Fabrizio Romano, he's on the list of players that they will be sold. Partey is on that list, and whoever could sign him, because last season Juventus wanted him for some laughable money, so definitely he might not go there. So the offers, he might be tempted maybe back to Spain, maybe somewhere else, but by the looks of things, definitely he won't be an Arsenal player when next season kicks off. And of course, there is the big one, how Arsenal will try and replace him, because we've seen some links with a youngster from Benfica, I think it was, for 100 million. I really doubt that. Obviously, Arsenal are looking also potentially as Douglas Luiz. Arsenal didn't want to pay 40 million for Douglas Luiz like 2 seasons ago, season and a half ago, and now it looks like Aston Villa, given how they're performing, they're in Champions League and everything. Yeah, they might ask for quite a big money, like 90 to 100 million, so that will be also a steep order. There are some other midfielders Arsenal have been linked with. It depends whether they're gonna go for him or not, for them or not. But overall, at the end of the day, we finally have come, by the looks of things, slowly are coming to an end of Thomas Partey at Arsenal. It looks like the time has come that we are parting ways. Obviously, he's not the youngest, so it actually makes sense. But with a player of Thomas Partey's caliber, how he transformed the team when he came back from injury this season, and how he is the main connector between defense, midfield and attack, how he opens up Bukayo Saka, that he doesn't have to come back so deeply, Odegaard doesn't have to come so deep for the ball, because Thomas Partey is master of these connector balls with threading the needle passes and everything, and he defensively also is quite solid. So definitely those will be some massive shoes to fill for anyone that Arsenal sign. I definitely know that Arsenal will do their best to sign a valuable and a replacement that is worthy of replacing Thomas Partey. It just depends who. Now, who is the big thing, because there aren't that many number 6s you could sign. Maybe Fofana from Monaco, obviously just mentioned Douglas Luiz. Those are the two most realistic ones. Maybe Zubimendi from Sociedad. Those three are the ones that are talked about the loudest in terms of Arsenal and replacing Thomas Partey. So obviously we have to wait and see when Thomas Partey leaves who is gonna come in. So a few days ago we talked about Kadioglu, a Turkish star who is a defensive player. Now, left back, right back, can play cam somehow, right wing as well has played. He's very versatile, and there were rumors that there has been a 20 million bid rejected from Arsenal by Fenerbahce. Now, however, there's the thing. There were rumors also that Bayer Leverkusen were in the fight for him, because obviously on some level they need to start to prepare for potential Frimpong leaving, because Frimpong has demonstrated how good he is, and he definitely needs a step up now. It remains to be seen how he does, because obviously they just lost 3-0 in the final against Atalanta, 3-0, 3 hat-trick by Lookman. And yeah, it's very interesting to see, but by the looks of things, Bayer Leverkusen also are kinda preparing for that Frimpong replacement. But according to some sources in Turkey, in this place, Sabah, not sure how you pronounce that or anything, it looks like if Kadioglu would leave Fenerbahce, he prepares to move to Premier League, which obviously in this situation when only two clubs, one from Bundesliga, one from Premier League, are in for him, definitely gives a massive advantage for Arsenal. Now the biggest thing is, if he comes in, is he a starter, is he a backup, is he a rotational player? It all remains to be seen. How Arteta envisions him if we sign him also remains to be seen, because as we all know, Arteta and Edu have confirmed that they want to do the deals early, which also comes with a massive risk, because if you don't do them early, other teams might come in, other Premier League teams might come in, and then the going might get rough. Who can offer him the best offer, the best project, of course the best salary and benefits and all that stuff. So definitely, for now it's a two-horse race with Arsenal leading by the looks of things. What's gonna happen a bit later on, nobody knows, because Kadioglu definitely has a massive potential, and you don't want him to be that player that goes for, let's just say, 25 million to someone like RB Leipzig, like even Bayer Leverkusen in this instance, and then season 2 later he gets sold for like 80 million to like Manchester City, who want to replace, obviously with time they would like to replace Kyle Walker. Maybe Rico Lewis can play there, but I'm not so sure. Maybe Manchester United want to replace Dalot. Maybe some other team wants to replace someone. Or, oh, he's more of a left back, to be honest. Man City don't have Guardiola there, definitely. Kadioglu definitely would be good there. United's left back is Luke Shaw and Malacia, who hasn't been seen. I haven't seen him at all, pretty much. He's been able pretty much this whole season. So definitely there are arguments to be made that those two teams definitely could sign him, and I definitely see the potential in Kadioglu, that if he goes to, let's say, a smaller higher end team that is very good at developing players, definitely could see him go to after that to a bigger team. And Arsenal, if they can get him quite quickly, definitely could be a steal and a half. And now let's talk about strikers. We're gonna talk about a few, to be honest, and this is the big one. By the looks of things, Brobbey is more likely to join Arsenal now that Newcastle have revealed Isaac's asking price. There were numerous reports coming out today that the Newcastle are deeming like 90 million if Arsenal would offer a laughable amount, in quotation marks, obviously, not enough. And it's been quoted today that potentially, however, he does come with a hefty price tag. If you ask me, I don't believe Arsenal will shell out 200 million, as Newcastle are reportedly asking him. So according to Football Insider and all that stuff, allegedly by Darren, who is reporting this, Newcastle are asking nearly 200 million for Alexander Isak. Now that is a ridiculous amount of money, and he's not worth that whatsoever. Let's be real. Only reason why Newcastle can ask for that, because they don't need to. They have a Isak, who is great for them. Obviously, he has some injuries here or there, but he's sublime for them in the technical ability. He can play on the wing as well if needed, and all that stuff. But obviously, if they sell him for 200 million, they instantly pretty much kill, destroy, remove the FFP, financial fair play stuff, and the sustainability issues they are having at the moment, because it's been reported they need to sell. And selling someone for 200 million definitely would do that pretty nicely, given how much they paid for Isaac and how much is the difference in that. So that will be very interesting to see. But if Arsenal go for Brobbey, definitely Arsenal could be a potential ahead of this. But Brobbey to Arsenal is a 50-50 one for me. I'm not sure whether he would be the gunsman for us or not, whether he could keep bagging goals, because it's one cool thing when you play FM Manager, career mode on the AFC, or as you know, like before that FIFA, when he has potential to go right 90, become one of the world's best. In real life, it's a whole different story, so you never know. And speaking of another strikers, Arsenal are allegedly keeping tabs, according to Calcio Mercato, they're keeping tabs of Inter Milan 2 attackers. Basically, we're talking about here, as everyone knows, the Lautaro Martinez and Marcus Thuram. The report claimed that the Gunners like Lautaro Martinez and Marcus Thuram, who played crucial roles in Inter's latest Scudetto win. Obviously, they just won the Scudetto. Thuram joined Inter only on last summer. I think it was for free as well, if I'm not mistaken. And well, Martinez has been there for quite some time. However, the biggest thing about this is, if you ask me, I don't want none of them at Arsenal. Because as much as I watch Lautaro Martinez play, Yes, he's the top scorer, let's just say he scores goals, but he misses triple the amount of chances in front of net. Legitimately, he single-handedly nearly buried Argentina's chances in the World Cup. And at the same time, on Inter as well, I've watched him play in Champions League. He missed 2 empty nets, legitimately. No defender, no goalkeeper, no defender is pushing him from behind. He stands in front of empty net, 30-40% of the net open, he fluffs it. And it's not just in Champions League, in Serie A as well, he tends to do that. The rest of the stuff he does is pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. Marcus Thuram stepped up as well for them in this season, his first season here, and he stepped up and he has done quite a decent job, to be honest. We actually were linked with Marcus Thuram before he joined Inter last summer, so that was pretty interesting, obviously. But again, he, in my opinion, is not good enough. He's not good enough to be that one out-and-out striker to carry the ball, to score the goals and everything. He is good, don't get me wrong, he is good. But for Arsenal to be fighting to Man City, I don't think he is just there. Genuinely don't believe he is just there. It's also, the biggest thing is how much they would ask for him. That is also a big issue for me, because we all know Lautaro Martinez most likely would be around 80-90 million, most likely. Although before that, when Arsenal were linked with him season ago, 2 seasons ago, he was about 60 million, 55. Now he's just jumped up to like 80, definitely. Since Scudetto win, top goal scorer, I would definitely ask 80 to 100 million. Marcus Thuram just signed new contract, let's be real. Again, you can ask about 60 million, 70 million if they want to. Italian teams are very notoriously well known for that. They ask big money for their players, but when they want to buy someone, they are offering laughably small amounts. And it's somehow working for them still. But it is what it is. And at the end of the day, I will be honest with you, I don't want to see none of them at Arsenal. Because for me, you need a better player. As good as Lautaro Martinez is, he is quite wasteful from what I've seen. So definitely I wouldn't want that. Especially in a tight space where you need one goal from one shot. Definitely he wouldn't be the man you would put your money on scoring, because of the previous record and experience of him missing quite a bit of chances. Anyhow, those are the transfer rumors from me for you today and my thoughts on them. Let me know down in comments what you think about Lautaro Martinez, about Marcus Thuram, of course Kadioglu potentially to Arsenal, Broby, and all that stuff. Who do you think could replace Thomas Partey at Arsenal? Let me know that down in comments below as well. Take care, enjoy your Friday, weekend starts tomorrow, so should be fun. Enjoy your day, enjoy your time, and love football forever. Peace.